this idea of expectation,
Mm,
establishing expectation at the outset. What does success look like for this group? What are we trying to do? Who's responsible for what? Those sorts of things that you delineated
yeah,
are so important, and I think you're right that often organizations don't really articulate those in a manner that is clear and rememberable
yeah.
to the people that are in the organization, and that leads to failure.
I agree, and I honestly say that some great leaders actually do clarify these things, mostly implicitly. They're not so aware that they're doing it, but many leaders don't. They just assume that people know, and they when somebody is new in the team, they just jump in. But I always tell them like they're flying blind. They're walking around in the dark, trying to figure out how things are going to be working here. They're trying to tiptoeing into, is it okay if I do this? Is it not okay if I do this? And that's just a lot of waste of time and energy. It's just super helpful to clarify those agreements, to have a conversation about it regularly, so that any member in the team knows what to expect from each other and can hold each other accountable for it.
So as I was thinking about this conversation, and I think you kind of hit on it, that I was thinking about Jim Collins' book Good to Great, and in that book he says, basically the fundamental thing is getting the right people on the bus before you figure out where you're going. And I must admit that I disagree with that because most organizations that I know exist principally for a given reason.
Hmm.
GM exists to make vehicles.
Yeah.
The New York Yankees exist to win the World Championship, the World Series. And so, anyway, I was wondering how this thing that we're talking about today aligns with that notion from Good to Great.
Yeah. Oh, first, I'm curious, Tom. Are you related to Jim in any way?
I'm not. No, I
Okay.
mean, other than the surname, no.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's a quite common name, of course. But no, I think Jim has some really good things in his book. But getting the right people on the bus is again, like I said, it's not the whole picture. First of all, let's talk about what the bus is.
Yeah.
What kind of thing is this? Where is the bus going? What seats do we have on the bus? How many seats do we have on the bus? What is expected from the person sitting all the way in the front of the driver's seat? And that's what I'm talking about. So getting the right people on the bus, sure, it's important, but clarifying how we work is just as important, I think.